Schani, listen to this. Is Strauss the second Offenbach?
Is that the best you can find?
Oh, all right. Well, what about this one?
Just a moment. Yeti, what is it you don't want me to see?
Nothing.
Die Fledermaus, a posthumous triumph for the late Joseph Strauss. What's Pepe got to do with this? It is common knowledge that Joseph Strauss, who died tragically young, had composed a musical drama which has never been discovered. The question is, where is it? Answer, in the possession of his brother, Johann Strauss, who had access to Joseph's trunk containing all his music. How else can one explain the success of Die Fledermaus? Are we really to believe that a man can write such a work in the space of 1 month? Isn't it more believable and much more likely that Johann Strauss discovered the work written by his late brother and now passes it off as his own? This is monstrous.
I want to know who planted this.
But this is ridiculous. Everyone knows how I worked. Yeti, you could testify for me.
But do you think they'd believe your wife?
I'll show them the original score in my own handwriting.
They'd say you copied it.
Eddie.
What?
This must be Eddie's work.
I know he's a little insane, but do you really think he'd go that far?
Do you have the key to this trunk?
No, I don't even know where it is.
It's in Halmey's office. The lawyer. I'm sure it went there.
Then we're all right. We'll open the trunk in Halmey's presence, compare the music, then afterwards Caroline can make a statement. Where's Eddie?
He asked me to represent him. Who has the key? And as far as you know, this is the only key to this trunk.
As far as I know, yes. Where are the green folders?
What's in the green folders?
Pepe kept all his most recent compositions in green folders. Where are they? He kept composing all the time, on the train, in Russia. I saw those folders every day. I know they were in the trunk.
This is embarrassing, Schani. You're not in the clear at all.
Where are these compositions, then?
Eddie might know.
When Pepe was brought home, I'm trying to remember. I think Eddie took possession of the trunk. I think Eddie must have had a key.
I have to ask you a painful question. Did you inform the newspapers that Pepe's work had been copied?
Of course not.
We all know very well who it was. It can't be anyone but Eddie.
I will not have allegations like that made against my client.
Who else could have done it? It's obvious.
I also want to ask Caroline something. Do you honestly believe in your heart of hearts I would have copied Pepe's music and passed it off as my own?
I don't know.
They can't prove you stole Pepe's music, and you can't prove you didn't.
If I can't disprove it, people will come to believe it.
You want my advice? Do nothing. Believe me, after a week or two, it'll all die down. It'll go away, I promise you.
Tell me, officer, what do you think I'd get for smashing somebody's face in?
5 days minimum, maybe 2 weeks. Depends on the injuries.
Right.
Hey, wait a moment.
promised you would stop. Why are you making it difficult?
Well, it's hard for me. I can't keep up. You've always had it easy. It's easy for you living in the lap of luxury.
No, not another penny.
Well, I'm not leaving till I get what I came for. I'm not leaving!
Oh, get out! I've had enough of this.
What am I going to do? I need the money.
I have told you never to come here. Now just get out of my house!
So, you just abandon me, do you? The same old story. Let me fend for myself.
Get out!
Throw me to the wolves. I'm in trouble, Mother. They're going to kick me out of the army.
I'm never paying your gambling debts again!
You'll regret this. God knows what will happen, but you'll pay for it. Good night, Mother.
Who was that? Who called you mother? Can't be my son. I'd have known about it, wouldn't I? Rattle the cupboard and out falls a skeleton. And a very old skeleton by the looks of him. 20 years old? 25 years old? And another thing. If I'm not the father, who is? Who's the father, Yeti? I always knew I couldn't trust you. If you're looking for brandy, we've run out.
I have to talk to someone. I don't know what to do. There's no one else I can turn to. Please. Please, I need your advice. I know you'll be shocked, but I also know that you won't moralize. You're too moral for that.
Tell me.
Well, it was a long time ago. I can date it exactly, the night Metternich fell from power. Schani's father and I.
Schani's father?
I was frightened. The world was coming to an end. He heard me crying. He came into my bedroom. That night, we drowned our terror in each other's arms. I never saw him again. And by the time I knew that I was pregnant, Johann Strauss was dead. Our son was born. And I sent him to be looked after by an aunt. I used to visit them. But, well, less and less frequently until... I should have told Schani. This came today from my son. The whole world is about to collapse. But you see what he says? If I don't settle his gambling debts, he threatens to tell the newspapers. To make it public. I don't want to lose Schani. I don't want to ruin him. What can I do?
You must tell him. You must, Yeti. There's no other way. Tell Schani.